right, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I've got the Algonquin College recruitment team here to deliver our fall presentation to you live online. Now, my name is Jonathan Holmes. You might have seen me coming at your school presenting, and I'm here with my team of recruitment officers. So let's go around the room and introduce ourselves. So you got me, Jonathan Holmes.
Hi, my name's Amber.
Janice Price.
Janine Chesson.
And Jonathan Alsop.
All right, so that's the Algonquin College recruitment team for this year. Now, we've got a couple contact pieces up there, so you can get a hold of us. That'll go right to our office, and if you've seen one of these fine recruiters out at your school, or maybe you're new, maybe you're watching this and we haven't visited your school, feel free to reach out for us if you have any kind of burning questions about Algonquin College. We're here to help. We want to support you and make sure that you get your questions answered. So I'm going to start things off. Just give you a couple highlights from the last year here at Algonquin College. We were voted #1 student success for large colleges. That's really important because it means that students who are graduating from Algonquin College are happy with the investment that they made in our school. We achieved an employment rate this past year of 84.5%, and that's students employed within 6 months after graduation or sooner. And we do have a very good selection of programs that actually achieved 100%. I know our animation teachers were boasting this year that they had all students lined up for jobs before they graduated this year. And some of our Perth campus programs, especially in the heritage trades, had 100% employment, and they've achieved that multiple years in a row. So employment, obviously a big factor when choosing the college for you. Now, a really big highlight this year is Algonquin College was named the #1 research college in Canada. That's really important. A lot of innovations, a lot of businesses, and great ideas start at Algonquin College. And we have some really amazing innovation labs with 3D printing and some amazing mentors to help you basically, take a dive into new technologies, new ideas, and that can all start at Algonquin College. Of course, being a college, the way that we teach education, it's a hands-on experience. Through co-op placements and field placements, you're going to be out working in the community, developing important working relationships, meeting mentors, getting letters of reference, and maybe even finding a job. Now, a field placement is going to give you this great experience. What's different about a co-op placement is that you'll earn a paycheck at the same time. So it's a great way to get that experience that you can track these hundreds of hours of work experience on your resume when you graduate. Now, one thing that's going to set Algonquin College aside from other schools is the Bring Your Own Device initiative. We are the digital college. We want you using mobile technology in our classrooms. This means tablets. This means laptops. We want you to bring your own device. And to help facilitate that, we're going to give you a software bundle. This software bundle includes Microsoft Office programs, Adobe Design programs, subscription to lynda.com, and ReadWrite Gold. This bundle is worth $3,500, and it comes to you as an Algonquin College student for free. Now, with students using mobile technology in the classroom, they have a tool that they could bring home with them at the end of the day, and it also gives us the option to have e-textbooks, digital textbooks that save you time, save you money, and when you use ReadWrite Gold, you can even listen to your digital textbooks. So I think that's really important because if you're a dynamic learner like me, you learn better multiple ways, not just reading, but listening as well. I'm going to pass things off to Amber. She's going to take us through the next couple slides.
All right, now one of my highlights and favorite parts about Algonquin College is the food. Not only do you have your brand favorites like Booster Juice, Tim Hortons, and Starbucks, everything else is done on campus, led by our executive chef Russell and prepared by Algonquin College's culinary students and their professors. This means that you're getting fresh food created right on campus, and it makes it easy to facilitate any dietary needs you might have. One of the also most amazing things about Algonquin is the community that we have there. And when we talk about community, that means a local community giving back as well as globally. So there's so many opportunities within the local community to get involved with different organizations, or when we're talking about a global community. For example, Algonquin College past years has been involved with Rick Mercer's Spread the Net campaign, raising money to buy malaria nets for children in developing countries. We have 3 different campuses that we have incredible programs at. Ottawa is one of our biggest campuses, and you're right at the heart of the nation's capital with so many exciting things to do with a city of almost 1 million people. Our Pembroke campus brings you right on nature's doorstep. You're located right along the beautiful Ottawa River and a chance to really connect with nature regardless of the program that you're in. Our Perth campus is in such a small, beautiful town, giving you that small town feel. Because we're so connected with the local community and businesses that you're so well known on campus and around town as well.
And Amber, you're absolutely right when we look at the Algonquin College community that it is so expansive. Looking at Perth, Pembroke, and Ottawa, we see a lot of community. When you're on these campuses, you're going to see Here to Help signs. And it's not just branding, it's true right down to the core of Algonquin College. Walking around any of these campuses, needing to find a classroom, looking for a service. I mean, you can't miss an event because there's something happening every day on campus all over. But if you ever need any assistance, you just need to find a name tag and they're willing to go out of their way to assist you. You'll see this if you come down for a tour at any one of our campuses. And you'll also get to experience these cities that are quite wonderful, each unique to their own self.
And when you buy into a college or university, you're buying into the city or the town as well. So definitely take some time and do a tour of the cities that we're located in as well.
One of the most popular questions that we're asked is about residence options. At our Ottawa campus, we do have residence. These are 2-bedroom suites with a shared bathroom and kitchenette, meaning you and your friend can be roommates living together and not only share a bathroom with the 2 of you, share a little bit of cooking. There's also meal plan options at our Woodruff campus. On our Pembroke campus, we have 3 off-campus student housing options. At our Perth campus, we have very affordable off-campus student housing throughout the city.
We have a lot of competitive varsity sports, from basketball, volleyball, cross country, curling, rugby, and my personal favorite, soccer. Some of the tryouts for these sports actually take place before the beginning of the academic year, so you might want to be connected, and you can find out more information on these sports, ways to find out how you can get involved through our Students Association page. One of the highlights of this facility is Algonquin's $5.4 million field that was a training facility for Germany at the 2015 Women's World Cup. We also have rec sports and intramurals. Teams are often created within program, allowing you to team up and be paired with a suitable schedule that matches your academic studies. Notable additions are also martial arts, yoga, and dance, among many others.
I'm just going to do a quick shout out. A couple years ago when I was a student, I actually took a Filipino stick fighting class at Algonquin College. And getting involved in stuff like that is a great way to meet friends outside of your program.
Up here you can see that we've got a small sample of the clubs that we offer at Algonquin College. We've actually got many more, upwards to 100. All different types of clubs. Join one, join several, or become a founder and start your own club. We had a student from Police Foundation start a parkour club, actually, and he mentioned to me that one of the highlights was having free shawarma days. Perhaps you'll start a parkour club or another one. Clubs like this and over 100 more are showcased in our trade show format annual club day. Perhaps we'll see you there or your club.
We have an entire suite of services to support you all through your program. So these include health services, tutoring, counseling. We also have our employment services, and they have a few functions. So they can assist you in finding work as a student, help with your resume, and they also help you find employment when you're getting ready to graduate. So you can go to them, they take a look at your resume, they help you to critique it and make some changes, and then they put it on their database. So whenever jobs come in that match up with your resume, then they automatically send your resume out for you. So this would be a great way for you to look for jobs when you're getting ready to graduate. We also have other services like CSD, which is our Center for Students with Disabilities, and this provides support to students with learning disabilities or physical disabilities. So this would make your time at Algonquin definitely a lot more successful and through your program as well. We have various different types of programs. So we'll start off with our degree programs. So those are 4 years, or advanced diploma programs, which are 3 years. We have graduate certificate programs. So to take a graduate certificate program, you would either need to already have a degree or one of our diploma programs. So we're looking at postgraduate. We have diploma programs that are 2 years, as certificates are 1 year. And we do also have full-time program options that are offered online so that you can take those, and that provides a little bit more of a flexible option. Most of our programs allow you to ladder up. So an example is if you were taking our personal support worker program, you could then take a bridging and go into our practical nursing. So you would end up with 2 different certifications from Algonquin, and you can do that with a lot of our programs. Now, articulations are agreements that we have with various universities, and they provide a pathway for you to complete a degree in a short of time. So you are given credits for the program you completed here at Algonquin. And articulations allow you to have both college and university experience. So you get the theory as well as the practical know-how in a shorter space of time.
Here's a listing of our degrees. We have quite a few different degrees that are offered. One of the highlights I like with many of our degrees is a mandatory co-op component. Again, combining the theoretical learning, the hands-on college applied learning, and then going out and repeating those skills out in the workforce, building connections and going and learning to work within your trade or within your discipline. Some of the degrees that I'd like to highlight here consist of the Bachelor of Interior Design, accredited by the Council of Interior Design. Here you'll learn about building code, what the building is, what it's purposed for, materials, design, hand drafting, AutoCAD, and more. The program will look at residential, then retail, corporate design, then hospitality, and then healthcare design. Charrettes are incorporated equal to a 14-week mandatory co-op. We've also got a Bachelor of Building Science, where you'll learn about HVAC, building systems, occupied behaviors, and renewable energy. Students look at building physics, problem solving, and building development to become experts in the field of building science. Co-op, yes, we've got this as well. And this program is not offered many places in Canada, so we're proud to host it here at Algonquin College. Another program that's not offered anywhere else in Canada, but is housed at Algonquin College, is our Bachelor of Early Learning and Community Development. Community development and education is the key component here. There's a divide in the program where you'll both learn about the community development and equally get the education you need in child development. You are in a hands-on community from day one. Some of the additional aspects of this program are 3 placements and an internship. You'll also receive your NVCI training. We are one of the only colleges to offer this in Canada and quite proud of it.
One really great thing to highlight here with that program is that it is accepted as an application to get into Teachers College. So after completing that degree, if looking at becoming a teacher is something that you're interested in, is it accepted as an application into Teachers College?
And we often have bridging programs from our diplomas into these 4-year degrees that we offer at Algonquin College. So with this degree, Early Learning and Community Development, you can actually, if you started at the level of early childhood education, there would be a bridging program to enter the 3rd year of the degree.
Now, onto our program areas. Our arts and media area features programs that you would find together in the industry. So we have our game development program, which is where you're creating different video games in a variety of different types of games. And then we have our interactive media and design program, and that is where you are working on creating websites. So these are 2 programs that you actually would find together in the industry. And these positions really would intertwine. So you get a chance to work along with these programs, and they're all included in the same area. So you get a chance to really take a look and see which area you would really fit in for these programs. For design studies, whether you're designing characters with our animation program, designing a building, interior and exterior with our Bachelor of Interior Design, or designing a website or publication with our graphic design program. Our design studies area has a program to bring out the designer in you, or the designer that you've always wanted to be.
And I just want to give a shout out to our animation program. I spend a lot of time with our animation teachers. We've actually had some really successful graduates that have gone on to work on Oscar-nominated and winning films like Life of Pi, Big Hero 6, Frozen. It's a really well thought of program in the animation industry. Under the marketing and communication banners, we've got a lot of great programs that get you involved in areas like public relations, advertising. We even have a new brand management graduate program. Definitely worthy of note with our advertising program. We take students for a trip to New York City every single year to take a look at some really big ad firms and how they operate in one of the most notable cities in the world.
In our computers and technology area, whether you're interested in fixing computers and devices, designing new technology, researching emerging applications, or writing about them or programming them, then you want to take a look in our computers and technology cluster.
It's also worthy to note that Ottawa, as a city, is one of the most technologically advanced cities in the world. We've got a lot of great computer programs, many of which have co-op placements, which means you get out there in the field, you get a paycheck, and for some programs like Computer Systems Technician, it's got a pretty high return on investment considering that it's got extremely high employment rates.
And that's also a program, Computer Systems Technician, that we offer at Pembroke as well. And when we were out at Pembroke, we were quite blown away by the facility that they have out there as well. I personally liked the security feature on the door. It was fingerprinted, so it kind of felt a bit like Mission Impossible.
In our business management and finance area, we have programs at all three campuses. At our Pembroke campus, we have a business program that has a co-op option built right in. At our Perth, we just opened up a business management entrepreneurship program, which is also offered at our Ottawa campus for those who want to start, run, and grow a business of their own. We also have a very flexible business administration that allows you to focus on one of 7 areas of business. Perfect for those who are business-minded but are currently undecided as to what area to pursue. In our office and legal admin area, we have programs like the paralegal and law clerk. We also have office administration, a general program offered at both Perth and our Ottawa campus, while the office administration executive can be found at all 3 campuses. This typically takes you about 2 years, but through our Perth and Pembroke campus, you can do an accelerated version of the office admin executive that grants you a diploma in just 45 weeks. In our culinary arts, students spend much of their time preparing food and real food that everyone on campus can enjoy. We have our Restaurant International, where students prepare the food for the restaurant, as well as Savoir-Faire, where some of the baked goods are sold just to everyone. Both students, staff, and people from off campus can come in and purchase that food. Every year there's a culinary trip. So the last 2 years, students have gone to Italy, and again this year they will be doing that as well. Okay. If you're interested in baking, keep in mind they are typically earlier hours in both the class and in the workforce. So if this works for your time schedule, that would be a great industry for you to get involved with. In our Bachelor of Hospitality and Tourism, they have the option of having 2 co-op placements. This program is very business focused, but students are able to get management trainee jobs straight out of this program at hotels that they can work both locally or around the world. So lots of opportunities there.
Wellness. Within this area of study, we've got recreation and leisure. A program I'd like to highlight, as you can see up there, there's a photo on the screen, a very team-oriented program. Right off the bat, when you start the program, you actually go to a somewhat summer camp. It's a conference that's put on, and it's actually both first and second year students that attend. And once you go in first year as a student entering the program, you'll be able to return in second year to design and deliver the program to first years. So there's a good connection within the first and second year students within this program. Rec and Leisure also prepares you to go and work in a variety of different industries, from both working with seniors and the elderly to also programming and development that could be used in other forms of Rec and Leisure for all age groups. In our area of health, we have a variety of programs that extend all the way from medical radiation technology to dental hygiene, right through to veterinary technician. Personal support worker is one of the programs I'd like to highlight here, offered at all 3 campuses. And there's also a bridging opportunity into practical nursing from both our Ottawa, Perth, and Pembroke campus. these programs can get quite highly competitive. So I'd like to remind students to make sure if they're looking at one of the programs in health, to have their applications into Algonquin College before February 1st, the equal consideration date.
A wonderful thing too about our veterinary technician program is that in addition to housing animals in that building, they're also an adoption agency. So throughout the year, the students not only get a chance to take care of the animals, but it is open for people who would like to come in and adopt an animal as well. So I really like that feature about the program.
Going on to nursing, we've got nursing. A lot of Ontario colleges offer nursing. We do it quite well here. One of the highlights is our 4-year degree that's actually partnered collaboratively with Ottawa University. And within this program, you do have the option of doing it through Ottawa University at Algonquin College, and through Ottawa University at Algonquin College, Pembroke. Going out to the Pembroke facility, it was really nice to experience their classroom setting. Often when we look at Ontario colleges, and Algonquin College specifically at Perth is known for doing the small classroom delivery and the hands-on learning. In Pembroke, within our Bachelor of Science in Nursing, we really put that into practice. We've got small classrooms, we've got a digital facility set up where you can live stream and be interactive with live lecture theaters out of Ottawa U, but equally be in that smaller classroom setting. And if you look over your right shoulder behind you, you'll see the beautiful Ottawa River nestled in a beautiful setting in the valley there. We've also got General Arts and Science pre-nursing, as well as a 2-year diploma in practical nursing, which is highly competitive.
Keep in mind with both healthcare and nursing programs, there will be an element of emotional and mental training at Algonquin College. We've got a couple very stressful simulation days where we're going to be realistically portraying what it's like to work in an emergency hospital. And sometimes that can be stressful, but when you're going into these careers in the future, that's one thing we want to prepare you for before you leave Algonquin College.
Absolutely, Jonathan. And if you're thinking of taking a tour of either our Pembroke campus or our Ottawa campus looking at this, you'll want to check out our nursing labs. Even if you're in another program, noting the nursing lab in Ottawa, it's quite expansive. In fact, I believe if there was a pandemic in Ottawa, it could be used as overflow to assist hospitals. They just need to bring in medication even though it's sanitized and clean, they just don't have medication. Also, on a humorous note, we have these Sims in there. That actually, we've got one of them named Noelle, who could be programmed to give birth every 4 minutes. Community and Social Services is also home to a couple more of our General Arts and Science programs. Our General Arts and Science programs are usually 1 year in length, with the exception of General Arts and Science 2-year diploma that you can go and complete as well. Here we've got Aboriginal Studies and Community Studies. As well, if you're interested in seeing some of the other programs that we offer that are not General Arts and Science, we've got Applied Museum Studies, one of our longest running programs at Algonquin College, and still one I'm quite impressed by. Looking into that program, you also get to work with artifacts, sometimes artifacts on loan from historical societies or museums, as well as doing the construction. So you'll see saws and tools in there where students will actually construct displays, and one of the elements in this program is that you'll actually partner with other exhibits that are going on. We had students actually design their own exhibit that was put on display at one of the local museums there, actually out at the Diefenbunker. Social Service Worker is another program that's in here, and it's offered at all 3 campuses. Police and Public Safety. This is where you have all your 911 programs. When you dial 911, who do you get? Paramedic, police, and fire services. We've got a paramedic program that's top in the province. Equally, we've got an advanced care paramedic program. So if you do want to go on afterwards, after becoming a paramedic, you can return and do a graduate certificate in that area. We've also got Police Foundations, and Police Foundations is a great starting point to get into a variety of different fields. Some people will go on into policing. Many others will enter into about 200 different careers in security. Our Police Foundation facility is offered at all 3 campuses, but out at Perth, it's got a phenomenal training facility. We were able to check out their facility. So in Perth, they've got a tire run. They partner with a very nice fitness facility out there that's state of the art. And we've actually invested about $5,000 of Algonquin money into the community fitness facility there just for the Police Foundation's training. Police Foundations is very community oriented, also very team oriented. And within this program at Ottawa, we partner with the Ottawa Police. So there are Ottawa Police on campus.
In construction and trades, there's a lot of great in-demand careers that have very high employment rates. At the Algonquin College Ottawa campus, you can specialize in cabinet making and furniture technician, building construction technician, or programs like power line technician where you partner with Ottawa Hydro. There's also a construction program at our Pembroke campus called Construction Techniques. I really want to highlight here the Perth campus programs in Heritage Carpentry and Joinery and Heritage Masonry. These are programs that teach you a more traditional form of construction. So the employment you're going to be looking at afterwards is not subdivision construction, it'll be more custom home construction. With our Heritage Masonry program at the Perth campus, most of our students who graduated last year are working right now on the Parliament buildings here in Ottawa. There is a restoration process that's going to last until 2030, repairing the west wing of the Parliament buildings. Moving on to engineering and architecture, Algonquin College features a lot of great opportunities. From civil engineering technology, electrical engineering technology, which is actually a Hydro One sponsored program. Hydro One gives Algonquin College money to buy equipment that they want to see students trained on so that when students graduate, they know exactly what kind of technology you've been using, and it's the kind of experience that they're looking for in their future employees. Now, with the engineering programs that we offer, you'll often see engineering technician or technology. They're 2- and 3-year opportunities. And if you actually look at the engineering industry, engineering firms are actually hiring a lot more technicians and technologists nowadays. For every one engineer, you often have a dozen technologists or technicians who work underneath them. So there's great employment in the areas that we offer, from electrical engineering to our robotics program to mechanical engineering technology or manufacturing engineering technology. Under transportation and automotive, we've got our Motive Power Technician program. You're going to see this featured at our Ottawa campus as well as our Pembroke campus. Now, the difference here is that the Pembroke campus is classified as a co-op diploma apprenticeship, which means that after the year-long program, you are actually registered certified level 1 apprentice. You can move up to the second level of the automotive service technician apprenticeship. Now, we also feature aviation maintenance to repair aircrafts or aviation management to actually become a pilot. We have a 16-month commercial pilot program at Algonquin College. That 16-month is done in a row so that you fly in every season of the year, which we find is very important when you're learning how to fly an airplane. Environmental and outdoor training can be really seen at our Pembroke campus. They've got a couple programs you don't really find anywhere else, like Outdoor Adventure and Outdoor Adventure Naturalist. These programs can give you up to 20 different certifications in things like whitewater rescue, outdoor rock climbing, winter camping, so that you can lead adventure tourism expeditions. Now, part of this program, you're also going to go on a couple adventures, and there's 3 built-in expeditions for the 2 years of the program. We also feature a radiation safety program, which we found out recently, extremely high return on investment. We have students working for nuclear facilities almost immediately right out of the program. At the Ottawa campus, you're going to see some more laboratory-based environmental programs like environmental management and assessment, as well as our biotechnology or water and wastewater technician programs. And that just about wraps up the programs we offer at Algonquin College. Now, that's just really the tip of the iceberg. Keep in mind we have 200 plus programs, so we can't really tell you everything without keeping you here for hours on end. Now, if you want to find out more details, check out our website, algonquincollege.com, or our digital viewbook, algonquincollege.com/digital viewbook, to follow along. It's a really great resource. Now, a couple of things to note. Your next steps, obviously applying to college. You're going to do that through ontariocolleges.ca, and you're going to want to apply before February 1st for equal consideration. We will be featuring a webinar later on this year on how to apply to college. If you can attend an open house, I highly recommend it. It's a great chance to meet students and staff members and see if the Algonquin College experience is one you'd like to invest in. And finally, if you miss any of the open house activities, please take an opportunity to have a tour on campus. You would never buy a used car without taking it for a test drive. So come kick the tires of Algonquin College and see if this is the right campus for you.
I always like to look at it as if you're trying on a dress or clothing in a store, because, you know, it always looks good on the mannequin, but once you try it on, maybe it doesn't look as good on you. That's my hatred for mannequins coming out. But it's the same idea. Take a tour, attend an open house, and see how Algonquin looks on you.
Excellent. I want to thank you guys for listening to us, and I want to thank my team here. I got one of the best teams in Ontario for student recruitment. And keep your eyes open. We're going to be featuring some more presentations on how to finance your education, how to apply through ontariocollege.ca, and a lot of other great, valuable resources to help you out over this next year if you're planning on attending Algonquin College. I want to thank you and have a great day.
Bye.